Well, I didn't know he wanted to come and stay with us. He wanted to learn about how we're Americans and how is the dawah going to be. What do we believe? Especially people who are preaching. Now look, I have 2 visitors in my house. Huh? One is a Catholic priest, the other is a Muslim. And I'm thinking I can get the Catholic priest and convert him to be a Protestant. At the same time, I'm going to catch the Muslim and bring him over to Christianity. So we ask Muhammad, we say, okay, what do you say about God? What do you think he said? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن. And he explained it something like this. Say he is Allah, the unique, not like anything else. He's eternally sought after by his whole creation, but he doesn't need creation. He's not the father of anything, he's not the son of anything, he's not like anything, and he is unique. Boy, that's exactly what I already think, but I can't admit that. That sounds too easy. Now we come to some new things. The priest asks the Muslim, can I go to your church with you? The mosque. He said, sure, come on. Well, he went and they came back. So he took the priest aside. Come here, come here. What do they do? What do they do in there? Tell us, what do they do? Do they like kill some animals or what do they do in there? He said, no, they just stand there like this and they pray and they leave. He said, what? They pray and leave? So then the priest asked again another time. He wanted to go back to the masjid again. He went, this is middle July 1991. He went to the masjid with him again. And by the way, this masjid, Sheikh Mohammed Jabali knows it very well, is on Medina Drive in Arlington, Texas. And that's where they were going to, because we were living in Midlothian, just south of Oak Cliff, south of Dallas. So they didn't come back. All night we're waiting. What happened? Very late they came back. And when he came in, I looked. There's Muhammad. I recognize him. Who's the guy with him, though? He's wearing a white jalabiyah, white dress like this. Has a white pillbox cap on his head. And I looked at him and I said, Pete. His name was Father Peter Jacobs, but we're not, Catholic, so I don't have to call him Father. I said, Pete, did you become a Muslim? He said, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. I said, oh my God. Now I used to have cameras like these cameras right here, because we had a television show called Estes Music Jamboree. So I got one of our cameras out, opened it up, set it all up on the tripod, and I was going to interview him and ask him, well, why you went to Islam? What happened? While I was talking to him, though, he fell asleep. So it was still in my mind, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? This is too amazing. Now here I'm preaching to the people, and I'm trying to change what I'm saying, and here's a priest, just became a Muslim. My father's saying it's a good deal, it sounds all right to him, and I don't know what to do. So I decided, I'll talk, make mashura. I talked to my wife. She said, I need a divorce. I said, where are we going with this again? What's the problem with it? What happened? She said, a Muslim can't be married to a Christian. I said, what? No, wait a minute, hold on. I don't, look at me. I'm telling you, I swear, I don't want to be a Muslim. Okay? Okay? And even if I did, don't you remember what he said? A Muslim man could be married to a Christian woman, it's not a problem. But I'm not saying I want to, I'm just saying it's not a problem. She said, that is the problem. A Muslim woman can't be married to a Christian man. I want to be a Muslim, so I need a divorce. I'll never forget, I was sitting right on the edge of the bed, just sitting there, and I almost fell over. I said, at last, I can tell the truth. I can say it. I didn't realize she liked the idea. I was afraid. I said, okay, the good news is, I too want to be a Muslim. You know what she said? I don't believe you. So I went to get to Muhammad, and I woke him up. I said, come, you and me, we got to talk. Come with me. And we went outside the house and we walked those country roads in Midlothian, Texas until the time for the dawn, the sun to come up at dawn. And all that time I talked to him about What's it like to be a Muslim? How do you have to believe? What do you have to do? Let me hear all of it now. And no more playing a game. I'm not debating. I just want to know. Just tell me. Just tell me what's Islam. I need to know what I need to do. And he told me everything, and I realized this is it. I got to make a decision. This is a big deal, though. And he told me, okay, this is up to you. You have to go make a choice for yourself. I can't. Inside, I could realize I had to make some changes. To me, that's what I need to do. There's the problem. It's inside of me. Within a few minutes, it became clear what I needed to do. And I had to develop an idea of how to pull this off. I talked to my wife, talked to my father. I made a bath. And at 10 o'clock that morning, in Midlothian, Texas, I went in front of this man named Muhammad and this new man named Yahya, who used to be the priest. And I said, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Immediately after that, my wife did her shahada. Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah.
If you ask me,
a few months later, my father did his shahada.
I will say, his name is Muhammad.
Step by step, we saw so many people enter into Islam. We wanted to tell the whole world what is Islam. We wanted everybody to know the real Islam. I said, how could this escape our knowledge? How could we not know about this great and wonderful thing called Islam?
He's that same old devil.
And it looks like all we got to do is just tell the people. I went to the Imam of the masjid there and I told him, let's tell the people. Then I found out something else about us as Muslims. And that's why we've got this convention here right now. This is why we have the exhibition. So you're going to use this week to learn how you can become, inshallah, the best Muslim you can be. And how you can show the real Islam to the people that are not Muslim. This is your duty. This is your duty. This is your language. This is your people. Just as it's my duty to give the message to my people in my language. And so the same way, it's your duty to give the message to your people. Allah will not ask you if they made shahada, but He will ask you if you delivered the message.
This religion is so pure, and I am so proud to be a Muslim. I am so proud to have the opportunity to talk about how I feel and my experience. I am so proud to be a voice for some of the Muslims who are kind of in trouble. It makes me tear because I feel that you have to have it in your heart and you have to want to do good.
Spirituality really did come across. And how long have you been converted to the Islamic faith?
Since '89, I did the pilgrimage to Mecca, and I'm complete. I'm whole now.
Which means what? How does that work?
There were so many questions that I had growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, and then a bit of Christianity, and I'm not against any religion, but I believe if one lives his life like God, then you are a Muslim, and if you live your life in God's will. So I felt that once I converted, everything was full circle for me. And my purpose on earth is to try to be the best human being that I can be.
Life that they see on the television, don't let the shaitan trick them, man, because we have something that they don't have. We have Islam, so we shouldn't want to give up Islam for a life that's falsehood, for a life that none of these people are happy, man. From the outside looking in, it look good, but once you touch that life, you know it ain't what it is. It ain't all seemed out to be what it is. So, man, we should be happy that we Muslim, because a lot of these people is trying to run to Islam. A lot of them, musicians and entertainers, when they find out about Islam properly, a lot of them accept Islam. You know what I mean? So, for the Muslims to be going the opposite, man, that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That really don't make no sense, man. It's just like somebody that's very thirsty, instead of him drinking water, he want to drink some hot oil or something like that. It just doesn't make sense, man, that you have the deen and you run in the opposite way, man. So for the Muslims, I'm here to tell you, as a person that lived that lifestyle and was really that lifestyle, man, that it ain't what it seemed to be. It ain't true happiness. It ain't no true success that way. It ain't no true happiness at all but through Islam. No other way in life you can ever get true happiness and success but only through Islam. You know?